His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Here's Brown again. And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. A pickup of 2, and that run doesn't get it for them either. It's 4th and 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Gun.
Brown on the inside give. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Offense in the hurry up here. Going with Brown on the ground. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 1, ready?
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying for it with Burrow. That's going to be caught by all. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, 46. Yeah, here we go.
Play action, Prescott. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun is Prescott. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. So here are the Cowboys getting set for a 2-point try.
26,
He's throwing for it. And this is Cup. And that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little one-upping by scoring on the two-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Out comes the offense for the Bengals. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. He can run it. And he's out of bounds, just a step short of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
Running back sent in motion left. Escapes the pocket. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Here we go.
On first down, here's Burrow. Getting out to his left. The ball is out! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still... Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football.
Yeah, here we go.
Remember, they got it back on the fumble to end the first.
26.
Here's Prescott, first and 10. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Running down the left side. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead off the turnover. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series.
On 2.
And the drive will start out with a first and 10.
Gun. Dot.
Play action now. Burrow. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On third down, here's Burrow. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Here we go.
And that sure altered the throw.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, brought down by the veteran, Von Bell.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Yeah, here we go. 26.
Prescott here from the gun. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Yeah!
Dowdle. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys push their lead to 15. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys take a 16-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Has it downfield working the left. A big 34-yard pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. Here's 2nd and 7. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that takes them to 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot.
Burrow. falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Start.
Here's Burrow. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
11 mighty.
From the gun, a give to Brown. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Stop.
Throwing is Burrow. Got his target, it's Higgins.
Hey, we're good,
He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Stop.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
On one, ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Now it's Brown. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Here we go.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle the line.
Stop.
Brown will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
We're good.
Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line.
Stop.
On third and goal, here's Burrow. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. The 50. The 30. Gets the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
The Cowboys, yet again, sending the offense out for a 2-point try.
Yeah.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. And they stay perfect, Brock. That's a perfect 3 for 3 now on 2-point tries.
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come from free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All
End of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, he can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. And sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made in Wales and it got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through.